Hello, my name is Lydia Kumar. As a teacher, I use data-driven instruction in my classroom. As an instructional coach, I used it with my teams. And when I led PD, I led PD on data-driven instruction. And so now that AI is in the picture, I'm excited to lead this quick series on why DDI is important and how AI can help. I want you to also know that this series is a starting place, but at Kinwise, we can come into your school and provide support for teachers around this topic. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's the reality. Teachers have a ton of data. You have formative assessments, summative assessments, you have assessments online, and all of that information is important and can help you drive instruction to what students actually need. But as a teacher, it's difficult to find time to really dive into that data. And so data driven instruction creates a process that can change everything. It can lead to a cycle of improvement that benefits every learner. If you're a principal, if you're a teacher, you can come up with a clear vision for learning and success criteria. You can ensure that your assessments are aligned to standards and create meaningful evidence of what students are actually learning. You can take time to analyze those assessments to interpret patterns in the data and figure out what students need. And then you can take that information and adjust your instruction based on insights. And then all of it starts again as you move on to the next topic and reiterate on what students have already learned. Of course, this takes a lot of time. And so this is where I believe AI can be really helpful as you're collecting data, analyzing that data, and trying to meet with other teachers in your building. It can feel really challenging to have time to adequately prepare. And any time you're using for one thing, you're not able to use for something else. And that presents trade offs. And so AI can become your teaching partner. You can upload data into an AI tool and you can have assessment insights in seconds instead of hours. AI can help you spot misconceptions and learning gaps, can help you draft questions for reteaching, and it can help you surface priorities so that you can figure out where to prioritize your time. This can lead to a workflow advantage because when you are able to process data faster, then you can have more frequent cycles, you can reteach more quickly, and you can close these gaps that students have in their understanding. AI can help you do this effectively. But whenever we think about using AI, we also have to consider safe and responsible use. You want to protect student privacy. You want to make sure that teachers are using their professional judgment and you don't want to over rely on the technology. At the end of the day, the human educator is the expert, not the machine. AI can make mistakes and it can expose students' private information. And so you have to be careful and intentional about how you use the technology. So here is the structure of this mini series. We're going to begin with aligning assessments. Then we'll talk about how to engage in an effective data meeting. We'll discuss ways to act on insights, building effective planning structure, and the ethical and leadership components of working with AI. So if you're ready to transform your practice, I invite you to join us. There is a sample data set that we'll be referring to for a sixth grade ELA class. There's also a data set for a school. None of this data is real, so you can actually use it to explore without having to worry about revealing proprietary information. You can follow along with each episode that we have and really extend your learning. You can use your own data that is anonymized and safe, or you can use the sample set without worrying. And then you can think about how to build your own workflow for your classroom. I also want to highlight that at kinwise.org, you can actually meet with me to talk about how to bring this kind of process to your school and reach more teachers.